Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your comments yesterday. I had a lot of comments. I'm so happy that everyone, watched and commented, and that really brings me so much joy that, my reading can help, just kind of connect in the community, and, we're all trying to provide guidance for Nancy and her family as much as I can. If I can try to help in any way possible. And I know my other friend readers are, as well, thinking they're wanting to help as well in their end. Anything that can spark, right? Any kind of guidance for anybody, that would be great. So let me read a few comments. I wanted to address some of the comments first before we start. Let me take this out of the way. And I wanted to kind of look at the comments, address some of them if there's anything to be addressed, and then go from there. And see, I wanted to kind of look at the reading today in a more of a, kind of look at the siblings more, right? Look at the siblings more, and what happened in her birthday, I feel like has a significance too, because I think her birthday was a few weeks before this happened. So kind of look at that event and see if there's anything that can bring clarity or guidance, right? Let's see. Okay, there's a person that put, there was an Iranian woman who helped Nancy Guthrie's health. This woman stayed in pool house, but fired. Okay, that's interesting. I know she had a pool house next door, but I don't know, who lived there until now that I got this comment. So that's an interesting point. Then it says here, Tommaso and Annie and a band member, Tommaso's friend, something went wrong. She fell and had a heart attack. Could be. I mean, there's so many, this case is so strange, right? It's a very strange case. In every way, it's just strange. And I think a lot of people think the same. Most of us do. So let's go ahead, and I kind of started looking to see if I got any more clarity or anything else that we wanted to look at. And see if there was anything that was important or relevant, but nothing major has come through since yesterday. So I'm going to start with prayer. Let me go ahead and put my Palo Santo here and look at it here. I'm going to pray. It's for the angels for clarity, guidance, God and the angels for this case as we clear the energies. And we get clarity in this moment that can help any person watching, maybe can bring clarity for the case. Praying to Archangel Michael, Archangel Raziel for guidance, and I'm able to see clearly in this moment. I only have about 15 minutes today. I wish I had more time, but about 15-20 minutes. So let's see what we've got. We're going to go down quickly and see what we've got. What do we have for Nancy? I'm going to try to channel, the angels' energy and see if there's anything that they can provide. Spirit, can provide clarity. What is the energy around this case, Nancy Guthrie? Any clarity that we can get for this case? Breaking the mirage, clearing the fog, the mist. Okay. So, clearing the fog and the mist. First card that comes through. Kind of like, this is an interesting card because it talks about mirage. It talks about something that appears to be something, right? And it's really not there. So maybe we're thinking in a way, or we're seeing it in a certain fashion, and it's really another one, right? It's another viewpoint to this whole thing. Let's see what else we've got. Anything else more regarding the case? Unexpected surprise. Okay, there's something unexpected. praying again for clarity. I'm able to see fear in this situation. For Nancy. As you sow, you shall reap. Interesting. Oh, full moon, balanced mind, and anger and chaos. So I know we have a full moon tomorrow in Libra, which is supposed to bring balance, right? It's kind of what I've been seeing. I've been seeing from my research in astrology, and it looks like it's supposed to bring balance, justice, fairness, but also it talks about relationships and working on relationships, and, you know, kind of feeling a bit of nostalgic energy coming through as well. We may get that sense of nostalgia coming up in our personal lives, but that's interesting how that is coming about. All right, let's pull some cards on the Mirage. Give me more clarity on the Mirage energy. What is that energy? More clarity on that. Seven of Wands. And there's a person here fighting a battle, right? Has some serious opposition. So there's an opposition, there's some battle energy, there's some fighting, there is... Okay, so let's look at Seven of Wands energy is about opposition, challenges. Maybe there's an argument, disagreement, and maybe they showed or something appeared to be in one way and it was really another. You know what I mean? It's like something that's not real. Something that appeared to be good, in my opinion, and it really wasn't good. So I don't know if it's like maybe they're portraying for the family dynamics to be great, and in reality it wasn't as great. You know what I mean? So that's, I'm getting that energy. Let me see what other deck can we pull from to get more clarity on that part of it. Let's see, what is it that wasn't what it's supposed to be, and there was an like a disagreement or argument about. Let's see if we get more clarity. Dryer. It says balance and enjoyment. Build a cycle of release. Feel fresh with a lighter heart. Feel fresh with a lighter heart. It's kind of like there was something that was heavy in the feelings of the family member or a family member. It was set, like it was sitting heavy. And I don't know why I get the number 4 coming down as a download with this. I don't know if there's somebody's birthday in that month that's important, or something's going to happen in April, or the 4th of certain month. But I'm getting like this heaviness, and they wanted a lighter feeling about it, or maybe Nancy did, and it wasn't that way, right? It wasn't moving in that direction, if you will, this relationship with this person, or the situation here in general, with this. It could be a family member or someone that she knew close at heart. Let me see what else we've got. More clarity on this, please. Oops, that one just tripped over. We got breathe. So it was something that was creating a lot of stress for Nancy, possibly. And, you know, she was trying to make it work out to some extent, right, is what I'm getting. But let me pull more about it. Let me get more clarity on that. And there's anger and chaos, right? More information on the anger and chaos, please. Okay, these want to come through, these three back here. Okay, bike and skills. Footprints, again, that one came out yesterday. And impressions. And windmill and regeneration. It's something that's maybe was starting to become reawakened to some extent. You know, maybe, I don't know, it's very strange to me, like, maybe this person had played with this idea of all this at one point and then they just let it cool down. So this was something that was planned not from now, but for a while ago, a few years ago, maybe even. And then they all of a sudden just let it go, but then they revisited this energy again and said, hey, let's just do it. Let's just kind of move forward in this direction. Because of that windmill energy, I'm getting like it's a reconnection with a revisiting again the situation at hand. More information about that. More information about, one more clarity on this regeneration card, please. More clarity on that energy. Overcoming. The wall before you seems daunting, but you are stronger than you think. Gather your strength, focus your mind, and you will move through it. So overcoming. Maybe they were overcoming the anger energy. They were trying to. Whoever is behind this, right? Or maybe Nancy was overcoming the anger she was feeling with these people or these individuals or whoever. Because I feel like it's somebody in the circle. In the circle. Let's get more information on that. But a long road ahead. And wish fulfillment. And there's a snake coiled up with a crystal ball kind of, but it's enlightened. So I feel like we're going to find the person. We're going to know who it was. It may take some time, much longer than we're expecting it to be. It may be a much more longer path than we thought. Oh, this is going to be solved in a month or two. It's going to take, I feel like it's more coming. I feel like the energy of the summer to me, like right in the middle of the year, is when I see this kind of coming all full circle. It's kind of the timing I'm getting. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm feeling. And I'm drawn to the July month. And I'm also drawn to the energy of the snake coiled. And I had a bad dream about a snake coiled recently. And I had a personal issue happen that was not good. And I feel like when I see a snake coiled, it's not good. It's a bad omen to me. But in this case, it's the light in the center. Right? There's clarity. There's light coming. So there's like a light at the face of this enemy. At the face of this person is going to be shown. And there is going to be like, okay, finally we know who it was. Or they're going to find out who it was. Maybe July 18th may be an important date. I know that's about what? 3 months out? A little over? Okay, let me put more information on that. On this enemy, on this snake energy. More information, please. There's no peace without war. Isn't that interesting? So it's like a war energy, right? It's like something that was, maybe this was all like, I'm getting this energy of download of maybe this has to do with Savannah, you know, getting back at her, you know, like a revenge. And there was a war that maybe she didn't even know about, or maybe she knew, but she didn't pay attention to. Maybe, you know, she didn't think anything, you know, sometimes we think, oh, nothing to worry about. I'm going to pray about it. It's going to go away. But it ended up coming back in a very bad way, you know. Sometimes there's things that I feel like and I fall in this myself, like we fall into a, yes, we connect with prayer, God, everything, but sometimes we have to kind of sometimes be really careful with people and energies and stuff, because and enemies, because people can be really bad, especially in this kind of world with regards to her being so public and so known, right? So out there, you know, even more for those kind of people. You know, I'm drawn to the energy of the symbolism of the circle. Like if you look at this card, I don't know if you can see, maybe back here. You can see up here like a circle, right? It's on the top and it's coming, something is going to come to full circle. And I'm getting a lot like a city energy too, right? Like a big, where the buildings are, buildings, tall buildings and that kind of thing, all right? So it could be that there is going to be, you know, maybe there's somebody coming from maybe this could be New York, I don't know. This could be the city near Tucson, which is Phoenix. I don't know, but there's something about a big city and buildings and, you know, and something coming to full circle. And then I also see on this one, of course, a circle with the coiled snake. So there's something coming to full circle in this situation. All right. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to pull one tea leaf here for Nancy. It was a case. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. So there's a resolution I'm getting. I'm getting a resolution coming soon with this. Something's going to resolve faster than we think. Let me pull a true crime card. Just to kind of pull one from Nancy's case. Anything that's relevant. Okay, we got a caregiver coming up. And a fire again, which we saw yesterday, I believe. So something coming through with fire and a caregiver. So I'm getting this fire and caregiver vibe, you know? It could be something. Fire is also the sign of Aries to me. Leo and Sagittarius. Can point to transformation, right? And change. So there may be something there with a change in maybe a caregiver, changing hearts, changing their way of seeing things. That's what I'm getting. All right. I'm going to look in, there's somebody that suggested a case I'm going to look at this week. Hopefully tomorrow's going to be a bit hectic for me. I'm going to try to put another video out for Nancy, and I want to do the collective reading for tomorrow's full moon. So I'll be working on that here behind the scenes to put it out for you guys tomorrow. And I'll have timestamps for all the signs. And I'm going to look at that other case that somebody mentioned in the forum, in the chats. If there's anything you want me to look at, anything, like it could be just ideas for the channel, let me know. I'll be open to that. I also do private readings in case you're interested. I will put my link in the bottom. And yeah, I am an intuitive psychic medium. I work with channeling, and I'm very clairaudient and clairvoyant. I get images in my mind's eye, and I see them in the cards. And it's, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I love it. So yeah, if you have any questions, any comments, please put them down below, and I will talk to you guys soon. I'll see you very soon, okay? Big hugs.